Yeah. Hi, y'all. It's your girl Anna, and as you can see, we're back in Final Fantasy XIV. And we are currently playing through Heavensward, patch 3.1. So we are done with MSQ, so we're in the post-MSQ story. The last time we were here, we met up with Kryl, then we met up with Master Materia, and we managed to find out where Thancred was. So we came here to what am I looking for here? The Dravanian Forelands, looking for Thancred. And after digging around, we were told that someone was out fighting Ravana. So apparently Ravana had been resummoned. But whenever we showed up to find out what was going on, there was a whole group of warriors there, and they easily defeated Ravana and instantly went into a clash against us. What we did figure out is that they also possess the Echo, and they're calling themselves the Warriors of Darkness. And it seems like their goal is to go against us. So, yeah, that's about where we left off. And we're about to walk down there and meet up with Kryl and Thancred and them, and Alphino and Y'shtola, to try and wrap our heads around what's going on with these Warriors of Darkness. Back on that MSQ, yes we are, LT. Yes we are. And I have some tea, and I have some Monster. Drinking Zero Ultra today. I've got that and some Yorkshire Tea Gold with some honey in it. So, yeah, as always, before we get started, if you enjoy the content, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. Also, sorry that it's so, like, the weather is horrendous in game. What is the weather currently? Dust storms. Does that mean there's like is there anything special going on near Telfeather, considering there's a dust storm? I don't remember. I heard that there's like a rare fate that spawns near Telfeather, but I don't know if it's like weather or if you have to trigger it some other way. But yeah, let's go ahead and head on over to our friends and see what's going on. So the music seems really low. I didn't change anything. No, my audio is where I normally have it. Yeah. But how are you doing today, Alding? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventures, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Yida and Papalymo found Renee. The memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge, which would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. The Dolphiner must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmeric's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Materia. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. So Kryle's version of the Echo lets her understand or comprehend languages of anything that has like the ability to portray intention and emotion, it seems. Kind of like how we can understand any language due to our gift. So she is losing her mind over all the clattering of the hive mind colony that we're standing right next to. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with her name. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. You're doing good playing some Terraria, but everything is Halloween themed since it's October. I see you slime with rabbit mask. You won't fool me. Hi there, Sagittarius. Let me, my chat window never loaded properly in OBS. So let me move some stuff around so I can see chat better. Alright. I like how it teleported me right near my next quest. How are you doing today, Sagittarius? I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofner, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more ye mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is the cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a drink, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's conviction, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Imric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofner, shall journey into Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and we will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Giselle. Would that you were here to see it. Oh, what's going on in Ishgard? And I'll answer you in a second, Sagittarius.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
Emmerich, no.
Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
No. Ah. We just get amazing news and then this happens. What the heck? Guess we need to go back to Ishgard immediately. But yeah, Sagittarius, I'm trying to remember when you left yesterday. We met with Kryl, then we went with Master Matoya. We used the Crystal Eye to get information on where Thancred was. Then we came to Telfeather, searching for Emmerich. Not for Emmerich, for Thancred. We found out that someone was fighting Ravana. So we went to figure out what was going on with Ravana, thinking it was Thancred. We showed up and there was a whole set of warriors singing. They easily defeated Ravana. Then they turned on us. Thancred jumped in to help. We had a little spite with the Echo. They revealed themselves to be the Warriors of Darkness and that they were going to oppose us. Then they teleported away. Then we had a long dialogue with Thancred to catch him up on everything that's been going on. Let's see, other than that, after we finished MSQ stream, we did a co-stream where we went in and did the final coil of Bahamut turn 1. But that is pretty much where we are now. This NPC wasn't here before. We want the 270 here. I can get something new. Did I buy the wrong stuff? I bought the wrong stuff. Bought the Custodian's jewelry. Let's go ahead and get the chess piece, I think. Or what do we need? No, we need a ring. We need 2 rings. Can we afford the 2 rings? Yes. Let's buy both of those. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well, forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted task and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we'll find Yida and Papalymo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure to be one of its more triumphant at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no tongue-tied. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest well assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. On our way to the congregation of the Knights Most Heavenly. Yeah, I guess that's some decent gear score. 245. That is actually way higher than my monk. 221. Yeah, because I'm still wearing, like... I still have weak monk weapons. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofner has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. What? Ah, is he otherwise engaged? I, sleeping off a night to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Trojans tell me he'll make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flames. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for everyone we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. It is plain these fires were started by the assassin's co-conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Right, looks like we need to go find some arsons. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there's a pattern. If there is, we've yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alphino and Mr. Shistola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Renee and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us as well? The grizzled old rogue? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I may say what a pleasure it is to meet you two, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda, a Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I found a fellow ruffian amongst these illustrious personages. I remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. You will, if you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Thancred's immediately hitting on Hilda. While we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passersby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who could be counted on to know things he or she should not. That's probably Tataru. Oh, the infamous Lord Emilien de Forton, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. Emilian. I still butcher his poor name. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Renee. He'll be at the Crozier, most like making an effort to be seen. Let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept, but old? Sigh. Poor Thancred. It's the beard, Thancred. It's the beard. Quit playing with fire. Yeah. They need to calm down. Drink water now. Well, if it isn't Renee, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? This is Thancred, in need of a shave, it seems. Ah yes, the arsons. Dreadful business that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. I can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hopland was awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmeric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man, not even a knife in his ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, my old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hopland. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and the despondent young maidens. Wow, really? Wait a moment, I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I will have you know my heart yearns but for one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hopland, Renee, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Dang. I think Thancred's trying to impress someone who isn't very impressed in him. Let's make our way up to the Hopland. Probably would have been faster to teleport to the Lost Vigil. Or the Last Vigil, rather. Or even, right there. That would have been a good place to teleport to. Are they here? They're probably above me. They're above me. Yeah. Come, my brothers and sisters, there is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Alone's blessing be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, miss? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. I recognize these kids. I say kids. Yeah, they're kids. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, and I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Yeah, because she hurt her arm back in the first Dravanian attack. Ours is one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we would do. I wonder if the church is behind this. Could be a means to rally the people behind them rather than Emmerich. I hope that's not the case. Because I don't know if that's the priest I'm thinking of, but there's usually like... the priest who works in the broom. I think that's who that was. I could be wrong. John, let's see. How are you liking the story of Heavensward so far? It is really good. Heavensward has been a really good story. Like, I'm done with the expansion. I'm done with 3.0. And so we're in the post Heavensward quest line, and it's been really good so far. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Romanel's Cathedral, and another near the Tribunal. For our mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Oh no, is it like I was thinking? That's not good. It's been a while for me, so it's nice to watch someone go through. Also love the avatar, so that's a huge plus. Aw, thank you. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give us one cause to wonder. Alphina will doubtless have an opinion. I should have talked to Hilda to see if she had anything to say about Thancred. Let's go back to Foundation, which I believe we can do here. I messed up my jump. I was gonna do a funny jump through the door. Looks like Alphina is in the broom. Where are you, Alpine? There they are. Nice. Oh, they have a captive. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Renee, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile, look at me. That you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. How not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types really do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart, said my prayers every day, like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me. And there you have it, Hilda. Would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Damn, Hilda. Well. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before, a troubled soul manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Ah yes, about that. What? Like the 12 you returned to us, but what happened to your old outfit? I wonder if Tatari's gonna make him new clothes too. En cuaderno. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak, though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master. He will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artorial. Are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. You bid me bring his salve? Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My Lord Artorial did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alphino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Dang. Primal accessories offending. A banded chest containing a complete set of primal accessories of vending. I mean, that sounds like a good pickup. It's 240. Pretty sure that's better than what I have. Pretty sure that's better than what I have on my Dark Knight. My inventory is kind of getting full. Should probably sort this out at some point. I have a lot of random stuff in here. Use that. What else I got? Esper Bang. Oh, this already passed, so we can discard that. I should probably be using the spirit bonding manuals. Yeah, let's open up this coffer. Switch to our Dark Knight. Oh, it's just jewelry. Probably shouldn't have sorted it like that. Yeah, it looked like it was just jewelry. Those earrings look cool. I actually kind of like those earrings. I think that is all of that. Well, the game just wants to equip all this stuff. Oh well. Yeah.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Emmerich sounds like he's in pain.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
What?
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Oh.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Well, it looks like it's time to assault the vault. And sadly, that priest we talked to was the mastermind, it seems. It was not the priest that I know from the Broom. I guess I really hope it isn't. Let's switch back to Dragoon. So I want to go take a look and see if the priest I'm thinking of is down here. Here's Hilda. Bastards. If I had it my way, I'd be leading the charge myself. No, Gerardo is down here. Gourbillon has ever been a staunch supporter of our efforts, though he has since come to prefer more indirect methods. Time was he would be here almost every day, working side by side with the other volunteers. Oh. Don't tell me it was him. I don't see him anywhere. That's really unfortunate. Go over to the jeweled Krezing. I mean, these kiddos don't seem too worried about what's going on. Oh, looks like we got us a duty. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true Brothers of Faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thordan the Seventh. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely. Yes, which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Arturo, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you choose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness, I will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. Listen. Rescue the hostages. Emmerich the Blue. Like, dare. Oh, looks like Emmerich did it. Simeon art. So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard, they have sounded the alarm. I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go. Yep. I think I could hit all three of them with Doom's Bank. Secure the hostage, Renee. Leave the others to us.
Down with you!
I mean, are you gonna pull aggro? I mean, it says to secure the hostage. Not a key item. How am I supposed to secure the hostage? They took the others somewhere. It happened all so fast. There they are. Let none escape. Oh, we got some more. Keep going. I will hold them here. That alone you won't. Renee, stay with Sir Emmerich. Sure. I want to help my friends.
You underestimate me.
Emmerich sounds very angry. Those are those knights. Why aren't they aggroing us? I go fight those? Sir Simeonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages. You will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ah, the word of a heretic and a kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop. That's not good. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Arturo, Renang, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal I will deal with Sir Simeonite. Alone render us to your judgment. Come then, let us see who the Fury favors. Pretty sure I just saw the knights running that way. Oh, they're not dropping aggro. Go ahead and break these bonds. Break the bonds. Target the bonds, and then maybe you could break them. There must be others nearby, but where? Where did the doors go? Looks like stuff's still going on up top. There they are. I almost didn't get to this refugee in time. I see no others nearby. Come, Renee. Sir Emmerich needs our help. Still a long time before I can sprint again. Supposedly there's one refugee left. I don't see them anywhere, though. Okay, Artorial's handling Emmerich. Or handling the healing on Emmerich. There we go. We have one more refugee to save. We found them. Oh no. We must find the little girl. We must find the friend.
Where is he? Where is he?
Oh, you bastard.
Come no closer! You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Crazy old man. Oh, you. Oh, I want to run him through with my own freaking spear. No. Oh, thank you, Vidofner. Thank you so much.
What? But I... Vidofner!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Aw.
Thou art welcome, child.
Did I put the priest to the spear?
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
Oh.
From Bracefelder.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
That was a very short meeting.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Dravanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
What is going on with Lord Edmund? Is he really just worried? I mean, I understand, but we've got to move forward. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofner cannot stay longer. Yes, I think it is fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well, timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later and we would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians yet who harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Forton Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying a goodbye. Thancred's gonna head to the Rising Stones, it seems. A moment, Renee. I wished a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He got on well enough with Hilda. Of that I have no doubt. His time in the wilderness did not deprive him of his charm. But that is neither here nor there. What concerns me is his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain in the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may have well seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Right then, I shall be on my way. Prowl may have charmed Master Materia for now, but who can say how long it will last? So she's saying Thancred lost his ether's disrupted, and he can't use magic anymore? Also that he can't teleport? So it took her eyesight and it took away his ability to manipulate ether. Huh. Well, he definitely wasn't casting any kind of magic. Yeah. Well, that is definitely a big piece of information there. Let's see. We are at the 1 hour mark. I am gonna go ahead and take a short break. I'll be back shortly. And we're back. Drink water now. Yeah. Alright. Let's go talk with Alpha now.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Everyone's here.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
A shield?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Shield's as big as I am.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house.
What?
Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way.
Yeah.
You were a sister to Horschiffon. Will you be a sister to me as well?
Hmm.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
What's wrong, Manalaine?
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
Memoirs of Count Edmond de Forton, Heavensward. As goes light, so goes darkness. Guess we'll take the aiming accessories here. Get a wind up Horsefant. And a kite shield. Hang on, Orianting. This is thy proof. The Garoon Oracles. Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Elidibus. And the Warrior of Darkness. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Cheyenne. You know what must be done. Alizing? So I'm assuming it's Alizing. Look like her boots. What's going on, little Alamigo? Wait, that's... Is that Ida? Looks like her shorts and her hair. That's definitely Papalymo. Well... Everyone has their orders. The mass will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralgar, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, every one. Papalymo looks different without his monocle. But at least we know where they are. So it goes. They give us the title. It did. House Forton 9. I'm going to switch to that one for a bit. I'm assuming if I switch to my bike and equip my gear... Okay, it's not equipping that slaying gear. So... open this up. Okay, that is definitely our best gear for Bard. Let's switch back to Dragoon. As it once was. Alphino, Renee, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Filman, Horibolder, and Coltoning. Really? Has something happened? No, nothing bad. Quite the opposite. In fact, it seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Lamensa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand. A pleasure to see you too, Alpha now. Ah, Thancred and Kryl. What brings the two of you here? Kryl and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have just found the answer. Well, that's some good news. Renee, when you were fleeing Ul'dah with Minfilia, you say that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found, the battleground where Renee failed the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. It was there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield her from the magic I invoked. Kryl and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you, alone. I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I'm confident that there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Kryl while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Renee come along, who will see to Philemon's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well. I will trust in your plan. I know whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at least, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. I impose upon you to meet them at the Lamensian docks. Yeah, I'll go to Limsa. And I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. It's time to go to Limsa. Dark Force. I see Eve hiding in the corner over there. That's Eve. Alright, let's go meet up with our friends. I can probably throw some stuff on my retainers. Oh, that's like some level 60 gear. That's useful. Let's place this in the armory chest. Let's put this in there. Go ahead and put these housing items in there. And that should hold me over for a while. Bimsa Baminsa. I mostly come here for shouting, hoping to find people to join me for duties. Well, I like that gear. I really like that chest piece. What is that? Chivalric doublet of casting. That's really cute. Mm-hmm. Up, there's our friends. If it isn't Renee Lacrosse, really, you didn't have to come all this way just for us. Is that? By the gods, it is you. Well met, Renee. Well met. Oh, Renee, how have you been? Come here. Let me have a good look at you. Think the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tataru found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hanish vessel. It pained us not being there when you needed us most, but we made the most of it, didn't we, Kultane? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust, and with the vast distance... But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Well, you can't talk to her yet. What? What do you mean she's still missing? How could you let this happen? Oh. Forgive me. I am sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the very first, long before me, and will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return, and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty there is much and more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions, and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Well, there you have it. To the Rising Stones. Are they going to teleport us? Garleans? Oh yeah, Thancred and them are heading over here. That's definitely Thancred.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Ryo looks like she's enjoying this.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out.
Well, either Thancred's not... Wait, did Thancred have a Lalafell suitor? I don't remember. But I think he's probably just way too concerned about Minfilia.
Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Holding it in reserve for your beloved. Aw.
This is neither the time nor the place.
Is that light bouncing into his eye, or is his left eye like the wrong color?
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from.
Oh yeah, is that just the light in his eye?
Minfilia is dear to me, it is true, but not in the way you think. 15 years passed when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoire, every science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
Oh.
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
Yeah, I'm really curious about Thancred's Eye. Kryle's so goddamn cute. Kryle is adorable. And Philia's dearest friend. It feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors, friends and family with whom we have shared so much. Gods help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Amatia? I don't know you. Is that the Lady Philomene I've heard so much about? Very well, I shall have to introduce myself. There are a lot of people here I don't recognize. Did we get a bunch of new scions? This guy looks almost like the Red Mage trainer. Look at this little Elfel. He's adorable. And look, a Mikute. Who else is in here? That's Domans. Murgus. I haven't seen a Murgus in a while. Umwida. Oh, there's so many people I need to talk to. Lemons. First archer and now whoring. A passing fancy I could suffer, but this, she's hopeless. Utterly hopeless. What? Oh my. Decisions. What are you on about? Elaine, Ephemy, it fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and hearty. And what of Higuering? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Aw. Amargus. Ah, we could do with more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings back a brings a bloody tear to the eye. I worry that Amargus is getting a bit carried away, but I suppose I can overlook it on this occasion. Oh, Isildur. Aye, I heard it all from Elaine. So where is she? If I'm to greet the songstress of Ul'dah, I would do so on my feet. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we know all too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? Come, there's no need to be shy. Pray grant me a moment longer at least, though I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. These old men want to meet the songstress. Huzzah, he has returned. Together my brother and I shall serve the Scions till the breaking of an 8th dawn. Ocher, what in the 7 hells drove my little brother to come to Mordona? Why, you, brother, you and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained that I might grow as strong as you, that I might fight alongside you. Yet now that you're here, I sense that you have surpassed me once more. No, do not tell me you've trained with the Hanish, did you not? Your eyes do not deceive, brother. I have studied the trials of the braves, and drunk deep the souls of mine enemies. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we've settled in, I would join in the search. And there they are at last, thank the 12. One heck of a reunion. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. It was the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We will find them, Alphino. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Popolimo, every last one. And when they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Steamed staff. Not actually a staff, but a dish made from steaming a freshwater fish known as a retribution staff. A long, thin wavekin believed to be the cause of storms. Interesting. I will take this sesame cookie. Tales of a blue monster who greedily devours these baked delights have frightened children across the realm for generations. We have a Cookie Monster reference. I'll take the cookie. Yeah. Thancred and Crow contacted us a short while ago. It would seem that their foray into Castrum Meridium bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Y'shtola in Edelshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Alright, let's go to Edelshire. Passed right over it. There's still so many, like, blue side quests I need to pick up there. There's so many. My apologies, I see I'm the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there were indeed what appeared to be remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the ether at the scene of the Ultima Weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Heidelin shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Silda Aqueducts. There we detected the save waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect of a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, there is no other explanation. But there is more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating through a sea of ether. Though this is too but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest, when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You're implying, I take it, that Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, unto the ethereal sea? In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exist. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Charlian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal scene. Though I not know where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who for another blessing refused to join the Exodus. Master Materia was the keeper of the Anti-Tower. I had no idea. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. Drink water, Neil. Alright, let's go back to Master Materia. I still can't fly here because I haven't done the side quest. There's also a new side quest here, Overgrown Ambition. I wonder if that has to do with the giant robot. I mean, it looks like it's right there. Maybe not the giant robot? No, a treasure hunter. Means I'm taking a longer route than last time. So many crawlers. Horn Kite. There's also a whole nother region over here that I haven't, like, even visited. Louder Than Words. There's also a quest there. Like a fate spawned. No, the frogs are shooting water at me. Mini froggos. Should be fine. I don't get stuck on these little wooden fences. Even the froggo has a quest for me. Oh, what a surprise! Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the Anti-Tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that is no deterrent to you, then by all means. Is that all? I felt for sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The Forum foisted the title on me. During the Exodus, every entrance to the Anti-Tower was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the Forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Materia. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. Renee can go. Take the magicless rogue with... Oh. Take the magicless rogue too, if you like. He's no use to me. So she instantly spotted the fact that Thinker can't use magic. The rest of you will stay and work, and I'll hear no argument. Those are my terms. Oh, and I should be delighted to accompany you. Lead the way, Renee. Thancred, no. Your etheric flow has been compromised. Do not deny it. To venture into an environment so thick with ether, so close to the ethereal sea, would be to risk further impairment, or worse. But Minfilia could be in there, waiting for us. And you could die. And for what? If she is waiting beyond, Renee will find her. Trust in her. Have faith. Damn it all. Bring her back to us. The Anti-Tower, now accessible. The Duty Finder has been updated with a new regular duty. Do we have trust? NPC party support will be added for the Anti-Tower in a future update. That is very sad. So let's see. Let's see if we can get a party. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what you'll need to do once you reach the bottom. But you've always been so resourceful, so... Whatever it takes. Do you hear me? Whatever it takes. Of course, Thancred. I'm gonna find Minfilia. Hopefully. Long did I wonder what waited beyond that door. Several times in my youth, I've tried to open it, but the words placed upon it were far beyond my skill to dispel. Be that as it may, I hardly think the work of 3 scions fair trade for its opening. The least she could do is let me go in Thancred's place. I think we're gonna need to go to Limsa. Let's see if we can get someone to help us with this dungeon. Do I have anyone on my friends list on? Sana and Anita are on. Want to join for... Oh, no, I sent that to Sana. /R. I don't know if Anita is online. Anita has helped me in the past. And I think I have a... I forgot I'm in a link shell. And there are a couple of people online. There might be someone willing to join. Doesn't look like many of them are around. It's poor blue mage. There we go, we got a res out. Bree, help me with this dungeoning. Really? It's not so much that I need help. I just need people. Eva's here. About to do relax. I wonder if I'm gonna get anyone to bite. What time is it in Australia? I'm gonna Google. Current time, Australia. It is 2 p.m. I got a group. Dragoon. I got a group, y'all. Yeah. Javania, the anti-tower. Oh, that looks so cool. So is that the ethereal scene? Oh, it's way down there. Oh, this is a cool intro. I like how they said if this is Snowcloak, I'm gonna puke. Doing big pulls or baby pulls? Looks like baby pulls. Actually, I don't know if you can do a big pull here. The dungeon has such chill music. It does. Ooh, a jump pad. I really wish I had access to the second part of my AoE combo. Yep, that hits all things. Oh, that does AoE. Oh, you should have... If there were more enemies, they probably could have pulled more of them. I like this little Lalafell tank. Trying to get a good look at them. They're a clown with a hammer. Oh, it's a frog down. Is this the boss? I don't know what we do with the bubbles. Are they just AoEs? Point hammer. Oh, they bunked the tank. So rude. Mimics. Oh no. Gonna do big pulls. I really wish I had more AoE. This feels so slow. It's the big guy. I might as well just do single target. Because my AoE is trash right now. Just use thing on that. rear. That should have been used on the flank. Yeah. We're just fighting a big rock. I feel like we should destroy these Stardust. I wonder if we could have used those rocks to prevent the damage from that attack. More rocks. Ziggy takes careful aim. Hey, we leveled. So much gear here. I'm worried if I greed on a bunch of this, it's gonna fill my inventory. Uh-oh. Sir. Are we upside down? We're on the ceiling. I just realized that. We're going up the down staircase, I see. More. The name of this track is Up the Down Staircase. I sing. That's a good name. Clear where all witness. Clear where heart sleep. Those are definitely interesting names for the different areas of the dungeon. Oh, creepy dolls. We are Calcabrina, adorable dolls, terrible dolls, yip ho ho. This is creepy as heck. Oh, these are creepy. guess we need to AoE them. I mean, they go down really fast. I hope there's not a certain order we need to defeat them in. Charging into unknown halls. Oh, now they're a giant creepy doll. Getting a look away from the healer. Oh, she pointed towards the healer. Oh. Ow. She has some kind of shield wall on her. Dollhouse. Why am I a doll? This doll is really rude. Knockout, I guess, is the tank buster. Yes. Okay, so we need to be away from her. I see. Got another tank buster coming. The thing. Oh, that was a really creepy oh, it's still creepy. Yeah, that was way too creepy. These creepy things from Final Fantasy IV, I want to say. I don't know, either that they're just creepy. Ooh, I got some out of kilt. Can't use those. Use those though. Oh, nope, they're not as good. Yeah. We're still upside down. Also, the fountains are flowing upside down, too. And Crystal of Light.
Hear, feel, think.
Hear, feel, think. Heidelin.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst. We are the word of the Mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Minfilia, you look a little different. And what do you mean? We who were once called Minfilia?
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word.
I've also grown a lot of hair.
Mother, Hydaelyn, guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea. There, adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering.
An offering? What do you mean, Minfilia?
We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
Minfilia? She looks kind of creepy with her blued out eyes.
Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound.
A moon bound? Are you talking about Bahamut?
In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source. Thus do they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining.
Rejoining? There's so much. What is going on?
Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final.
Minfilia?
The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Minfilia? Is Minfilia just part of Hydaelyn now? What the heck is going on?
Thank the 12.
Did you find her? Did you find Minfilia?
I mean, I did, but I don't think she's coming back, Thancred.
The word of the mother. I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryle?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
Oh, for now.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, we take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
Alpha now. That's Materia speaking the truth, but that is a lot. That is really heavy. Like, we know we have to sacrifice to win, but I don't think anyone was expecting Minfilia to be lost. I know she would do anything. She's flung herself into Ascians. She's done a lot for the other Scions, and she was always willing to fight. It's still... I don't think anyone was prepared to lose her yet. I feel like Y'shtola's just taking Matoya's truths to heart and showing a strong face, but clearly this hit her as well. And Thancred seething. I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Yeah, and we are back. She's not coming back, is she? She did what she thought was best. I know that. I do. To give all for her beliefs was ever her wing. So we will as we must. What greater calling could there be to stand against the dark as defenders of the light? And yet, where does it end? The sacrifice? The loss? Alpha no. I must ask that you not breathe the word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Philemon. I will brief Tataru on what we have learned, as well as Oriansheng. You may have insight into what the word has told us. As for you, Renning, after all you've done, I would say you've earned a rest. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I received a missive from Sir Emmerich while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort, and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring instead to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. How did a letter get to you from Emmerich? How does Emmerich know where we are? But sure. Let's go to the Foundation. And Quaternial.
Pleasure to see you again, my friend. I take it you received our invitation. Good, good. You of all people should be present.
Present for what?
When the true brothers of the faith seized control of the vault, I feared the worst. Yet in adversity were we blessed with the promise of peace between man and dragon through Vidofnir's timely rescue of an innocent child. Timely, I say, though miraculous or providential might better describe the event. The gods themselves could not have devised a more fitting symbol of hope. Needless to say, we could scarce let such an opportunity pass us by. Which is why I set about making formal arrangements for a peace conference between our peoples. You and yours have done more to bring us together than any, and it is only right that you attend.
Bot's telling me to drink more wine. For years, we have known little to no idea of the full scope of things, but when we finally did, it all made sense.
But I confess that is not the only reason I would be glad to have you there. Given Nidhogg's implacable opposition to the peace, it is possible that he and his followers may attempt to disrupt proceedings, in which event your presence would be a comfort to all in attendance.
I could see that.
Pray understand, I have no wish to invite the Worm's ire. But if our fractured nation is to heal, if we are to move forward as a people united, then we must do whatever is necessary to bring about lasting change.
Emmerich,
'Tis nothing. 'Tis nothing. Lucia cautioned me against giving vent to my passions, lest my wounds reopen. It has not been easy reaching out to our opponents in Ishgard, many of whom sympathized with the actions of the true brothers. But in so doing, we have limited the influence of the zealots. The people are ready, my friend. This conference must go ahead. I knew you would understand. The conference will take place on the border of Ishgardian and Dravanian territory in Falcon's Nest.
Falcon's Nest. Okay.
Lucia is there seeing to the final preparations even as we speak. Pray join her at your earliest convenience. 'Twould not do for the guest of honor to arrive late, after all.
Well, why would I be the guest of honor? Wouldn't it be Vidofner?
Oh, and one more thing.
Oh, what is it, Emmerich?
A drink! We should make time for one. Once the conference is concluded, I mean. By my reckoning, 'tis long overdue.
A drink? Are you asking me out, Emmerich? Okay, we'll go for a drink. You got really worried when we were thinking hard about that one. The Falcon's Nest. One heck of a snowstorm. The Lord Commander said you would come, Renee. As you can see, preparations for the conference are proceeding apace. Mark well the curtain above. It conceals the relief that will be unveiled during the conference. The Masons labor day and night to see it finished on schedule. Sir Emmerich wanted a symbol which would endure long after this conference is concluded. I think he will be pleased with the result. 'Twas not my war, but I made it mine, and to see it draw closer to a resolution fills me with a strange hope. His faith is infectious, is it not? His certainty that we can be better than we are. Forgive me, I am rambling. You must be tired from your journey. Go, rest. I will not keep you. This war of ours, that was a really short quest. If you would rather not take a rest, then why not take a walk around Falcon's Nest, make your presence known to the people and so forth. In addition to those who have come from far and wide to attend the ceremony, you may meet Lords Arturel and Amanaline, who have graciously volunteered their services. They should be glad to see you. Now, if you would excuse me, I must needs return to my duties. So where are the young lords? Got a couple of people to go talk to. Oh, Redwald. We haven't talked to them in a while. Hey, this person's in our FC. They need some glamour. I'm glad to see that the rumors were true. Well met, Mistress Lacrosse. And fear not. I have no intention of begging your aid with this or that. Everything appears to be in order. My only lingering concern is that one of the convictors might not have been informed of our plans. As I recall, Vidofner may pass directly over their encampment. The last thing we need is a glory-seeking nobleman attempting to slay a Dravanian ambassador to a peace conference. I feel like someone should go talk to them, like, right now. It's kind of a big deal. You know, when everything's set to begin, I wasn't sure how many might come, so I thought it best to come early and find a spot with a great view. When I heard that Sir Emmerich was planning to make a speech, I knew I couldn't miss it. I mean, the man risked his own neck to rescue those hostages. How often do we get heroes like that in this day and age? And he's more than a fighter, too. He's a thinker, he is. He's got plans to better our lives, to change things, and he'll do it by the fearing. Me and my friends and family, we all believe he can do it. What about you, Roth? Bloody exciting, isn't it? Not just peace with the dragons, but with all them heretics besides. Don't misunderstand, we've all got a healthy fear of being bathed in dragon fire. That being said, the heretics did far more to hinder our efforts here in the past, so hearing that we're close to a reconciliation comes as a great relief. How much has changed since we fought alongside each other in the vault? If you had told me that we would soon be hosting a peace conference, I would have thought you a naive fool. Yet here we are, preparing to make that fantasy a reality. Ha! And here I am, laboring to make it so. Lord Artorial, if I may. Certainly, First Commander. How may I be of service? Some of the convictors are refusing to stand down. The majority were willing to do so, but a small party have instead pledged to engage any Dravanians bound for Falcon's Nest. Fury take me, they would defy Sir Emmerich's commands. They dare attack Vidofner. It will not come to that, but to see that it does not, we must needs hasten to their encampment. They should be far more reluctant to oppose us were a Lord of House Fortin present. I understand completely. Let us depart at once. But ere we do, I must ask, would you look after Madeleine while I'm away? As you know, he has ever been an impulsive, changeable child, but recently he seems to be suffering from a bout of melancholy. I thought to lift his spirits by having him assist with guard duty, a simple but honorable charge, unlikely to expose him to danger given the presence of so many other knights. Alas, he has taken no interest, and I fear he may abandon his post in my absence. All I ask is that you keep an eye on him until I return, exhausting though that may be. Thank you, my friend. I promise we will not be long. I mean, I could have gone and stopped the Vindicators. I feel like I was giving babysitting duties. Was that Lord Artorial leaving with the First Commander just now? Sure was, Honorine. Once more, a favor. I'm rather busy at the moment, old girl, guarding this tavern as it were. Oh, I see now. Artorial thought I might be derelict in my duties, eh? The nerve of my brother to question my dedication. But since you are here, mayhap I can put you to proper use. The wasteland beyond the walls must be kept safe for travelers, yet I have been forbidden from leaving Falcon's Nest. It wouldn't do for our esteemed guest to be devoured by wolves, oh no. Yet that is precisely what will happen if we do not cull the roaming packs. Your map, if I may, right there. Those are the points our scouts marked for patrol. I'll leave it to you, old girl. Come on, Roy. I must return to my rounds. I feel like this is a trick. Oh dear, do be careful, my lady. I feel like this is a trick. Hey look, there's a fate with wolves. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of wolves. Take out the outback. That was simple enough. Another fate. I mean, we can help with this. Not worth much XP, but it will give our Chocobo XP. It will help out this Warrior of Light. I know this fate takes a long time to solo. Yeah. Oh, I don't. They seemed happy for our health. No alpha this time. I don't think these wolves would have caused anyone trouble. Yeah. Like, how much time? Okay, I still have like an hour left. Cool deal. Yeah. Renee Lacrosse, Wolvesbane. It pleases me to inform you that I have completed my rounds and that all is well in Falcon's Nest. Oh, and there's a grizzled fellow looking for you. You know, the one with the one that made that arsonist confess? Clever that. Oh, Thancred's here. Thancred, was it? He was asking after you. Anyway, once I noticed the garish weapons he was sporting, I deemed it a waste to leave him be. I dispatched him to an area I neglected to mark on your map. Yes, this one. If you hurry, he might still be there. Wow. Surprise Thancred just went ahead and did that. And again, Thancred's probably eager to let out some steam. That's pretty close to the Vindicators. Yeah. Let's go find Thancred. Another Silver Wolf. Might as well. I need to beat him up anyway for my height. Fancy meeting you here, Rennie. It was fortunate I came when I did. These two would have not fared well against the wolves on their own. The young lord wasted no time taking advantage of you, did he? And me, I suppose. Let us return to Falcon's Nest then, and see what other thrilling tasks he may have for us. Were those hopeful heretics? Interesting. Is there another wolf here? Yes. This should be the... I'm assuming I need 3 for the hunt. Yeah. And now to return to Falcon's Nest. Yeah. Oh yeah, I was curious earlier. What time is it in Australia? 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's always the younger one. Every time. Without fail. And there they are, a pair of gallant heroes if I ever saw them, comrades in arms, reunited at last. By your selfless sacrifice, you have guaranteed the safety of our many guests. On behalf of Ishgard, I thank you both. And with that, there is naught left to do but to enjoy your well-earned respite. A max potion? Oh, and this should of course go without saying, but let's keep those last few favors between us. Yes, Artorial wouldn't understand. Right then, the first floor of those barracks has been converted into a tavern for the duration of the conference. Why don't you go and have something to eat? For once, a suggestion with which I agree. Go on ahead, Renee. I'll join you anon. Yeah.
Welcome, welcome. Find yourself an empty seat and I'll be with you in a moment. Cold out, isn't it? Here, a mug on the house. Let's get some colour back in them cheeks.
I really like this Ernest maid. And I really like this mug that is as big as my head. Yeah.
Afraid food will be a bit longer than usual. We've got a lot of hungry folk to feed, what with the conference and all. Oh, so many people with cause to celebrate. To think there could be peace in our time, after all them years of fighting. When I heard about the conference, I knew I had to come. I knew I had to be here, to do my bit.
Your bit?
My husband, he died fighting the dragons, you see. And here we are, about to break bread with them.
What? Oh, you?
You were right, mother. You look tired. Reckon you could do with a good long rest? After
all you've done, I'd say you've earned it.
You. What was in that damn mug?
Sleep now. Sleep. Sleep and leave us to our affairs.
Oh, I am angry. I am very angry.
This was never your fight.
My son. They told me he walks in Hallone's halls. Him and the rest of his unit.
They told me the same.
I expect they think it's comforting. Every time I come, I cry. I cannot bear to remember, but to forget would be 1,000 times worse. Yet that is what they would have us do. Accept this truth for the sake of peace. Bury the past and look to the future. But he was my future. My flesh and blood. My heart.
Is this it? We're the only ones with the courage to oppose this madness? Cowards, a lot of them.
They think only of the prize, of the peace Sir Emmerich promises them. They know in their hearts it's a lie, but they go along with it anyway, desperate fools. But not I. Not... I see the worm that killed my brother in my dreams every night, and I will not rest until he lies broken at my feet. Him and every last one of his accursed kin.
All this nonsense about Kings of Eld, as if I care what they did or didn't do, makes no difference to me and mine. Have the dragons sued for peace in 1,000 years? Are they bollocks? It's a bloody ruse is what it is, and Sir Emmerich and the rest of them bloody fallen for it.
But what can we do? They believe, and naught we can say will ever change their minds. Whether we like it or not, man and dragon will come together at Vulcan's Nest, and all will be forgiven. Forgiven and forgotten.
No. I will not let that happen.
Oh?
They will remember the true face of the enemy. I will show it to them. And we will rise up against them once more.
She really had me going for a moment.
Hey! Hey! This is no time for napping. Do you have your wits about you? Good. Come with me. We have a crisis on our hands.
Not gonna mention they drugged me.
Hear me, brothers and sisters. Do not be fooled by the honeyed words of the Travarnians. The peace they promise is but a prelude to slaughter. Remember your husbands and wives never returned from war. Your children torn apart by fang and claw. All your loved ones shown no mercy. Does not your heart cry out for vengeance? Your blood boil at the injustice? Remember the face of your enemy, brothers and sisters. Remember it, and strike back!
We really need to deal with her.
Don't just stand around gawping. Do something, man. Stop her.
Yes, my lord.
I don't think this is the right answer, my friend.
See here the true nature of the Highborn. With lies and deception they lead us to our doom. And dare we raise our voices in dissent? Death is our reward. This is the choice they have given us, brothers and sisters. Death by dragon's fang, or death by nobleman's command. Death to all we hold dear. I spit on your choices, noblemen! You will take no more from me! No more! No more!
Who shot her?
What have you done? I only did as you ordered, my lord.
I gave no such order. I did not. I never meant for anyone to...
This isn't good. This is really not good. Where'd everybody go? I dare say that could not have played out any worse, given that the First Commander and Lord Artorial are not here to take control of the situation. I spoke with a messenger who said that they would be returning shortly, but until they do, naught will be done. Lord Manalaine has retreated to the barracks and is refusing to speak to anyone. Therefore it falls to us to ensure that the order has been fully restored. Come, let us walk the streets and speak with the people. Yeah, this is bad. This is really bad. My wife and I fell while fleeing with the others at first. The Charisians tended to our bruises afterwards. Those mad fools have ruined everything, and for what? I heard the rumors that the young lord was a drunken fool. What imbecile thought it would be a good idea to let him have the run of Falcon's Nest? Well, I say him and Sir Emmerich take their bloody change and shove it up their arses. I'll not be taking part in that rot again. That's not good. They were wrong to resort to violence, but when I heard her speak, her words was a dagger in my heart. Were we to decide that enough is enough, that their calls for justice can never be answered? Will this be the end of it, or will there be others like them and the true brothers? I do not want to bear steel against my kinsmen ever again. I do not know if I even can. Yeah, this is bad. Well, what's saying? I mean, people are upset, obviously. The violence has passed, but the people are far from recovered. That is to be expected. For the moment, it appears that no innocents were harmed by the guards. The blame for all casualties can be placed squarely upon the protesters. Nevertheless, the people will not soon forget the image of a young lordling ordering the public execution of an unarmed protester, one whose words resonated with the hearts of many. After all, who among us has not lost loved ones? Thank God. Wait, am I getting, like, augmented weapons 240? Huh. Lord Artorial and the first commander should have returned by now. To the tavern, then. The first order of business will be to speak with Lord Amenaline, and I somehow doubt he has moved an ilm since we last saw him. My apologies, Renee. I bear full responsibility for this debacle. There'll be a time for that later. I, for one, am more concerned about picking up the pieces. What do we do now? According to initial reports, the protest was orchestrated by the young woman who Lord Amenaline ordered shot. She and her conspirators infiltrated Falcon's Nest, posing as servants and guests. Several were taken alive, others resisted and were struck down, still others took their own lives. Our forces suffered casualties as well, but by the grace of the Fury, no civilians were seriously injured. Still more remarkably, the ringleader yet lives, for the time being at least. The Charurgens are doing what they can for her, but she may not live through the night. Given their impeccable timing, it is like that the convictors who drew us away from the hamlet were in league with the protesters. Accordingly, we have detained them for questioning. I'll be sworn that these villains spent as much effort plotting the failure of this peace conference as we did in its success. Well, if the mood of the hamlet is any indication, theirs have been the more fruitful labors. In the wake of the protests, the people seem disillusioned. You spoke with them then, I see. Sir Emmerich placed his trust in me. It will be difficult to explain what has happened here. Remember how far we have come first, Commander. The people's faith may be shaken, but we're convinced. We've convinced them before, and will do so again. If we can but find a means to remind them, to show them once more the promise that change holds for all, then this tragedy too shall pass into the past. We must pray that you are right. Nevertheless, for the time being, I have no choice but to suspend the peace conference, pending Sir Emmerich's final decision. Under the circumstances, I cannot leave Falcon's Nest. Renee, will you deliver my report to the Lord Commander in my stead? Get up, Amenaline. You're going with her. Go on without me. I was not asking. You will answer for your actions in person. Is that clear? Yes, my lord. Come, Honorine. Your manservant is not here. In fact, I have not seen him for some time. Honorine? Honorine, I could have sworn he was... I hope Honorine's okay. He could just be upset about what happened. Why is there a kitten up here? The suspiciously curl-like kitten peers over the ledge apprehensively. I'm assuming it's a side quest with her. Where's the Amenaline at? Says he's above me. Is he up here? Honoring, right. This poor guy's trapped on top of the roof. There's the manling. How am I missing this Ken? Why is this giving me so much trouble? Oh, he's right there. I didn't see him earlier when I looked up here. On what?
No! What have they done to you? Onowa! Onowa!
Is that you, my lord? You seem rather flustered.
Because of you, you imbecile! What in the seven hells happened to you?
My apologies. Some few of the guests expressed a wish to leave, and I implored them to stay. It would seem they took issue with my request.
Gods forgive me. If I had only been more careful with my words.
Do not blame yourself, my lord. I know that you and your brother have Ishgard's best interests at heart. That poor woman. She lives in the past, clinging to the memories of the lost. But the future holds so much promise, so much joy. And you know that better than any.
Roy?
Onowa?
I say Roy, it's what? Roy?
Calm yourself. The boy will live. But it's imperative we get him inside and into the care of a Kairujin without delay.
Kairujin?
Oh, we were so close! Why does it all have to fall to pieces? Don't they want to live in peace? Don't they want to be happy? We all want the same thing! And still it falls to pieces! Tell me, what was I supposed to do? Someone, anyone, tell me, what was I supposed to do?
Stop looking to others. You make your choice and you live with the consequences.
And what would you know about consequences? You who always know just what to say and just what to do. Your every deed is greeted with a round of applause.
You are, you're smacking the wrong dude. Damn.
about me. I have fought tooth and nail for the people I hold dear. Done everything in my power to save them. And I have failed. Learn to live with it. I have.
Thank Corinne. This is not turning out to be the wonderful celebration we thought it was going to be at all. I will take him to the Kyurgens. It's the least I can do. Alright, let me go find Thancred. I may have overreacted, but it needed to be done. He was becoming hysterical. I understand the desire to look for reasons, for excuses, to convince yourself you had no choice. But the past is the past, and there is naught to be gained from reliving your mistakes. I know this. I know this, but he... let's take the... Not a katana. What does katana look like? Kinda cool. I could probably use a katana, but I feel like I need the Dark Knight weapon more. I have no desire to wait for the Lordling to emerge from his puddle of self-pitting. We have important matters to attend to in Ishgard. Right, let's go back to Foundation. How much time do we have? We have less than 30 minutes. I'm assuming we'll get to a stopping point very soon. No. Word of the demonstration and the resolution outstripped you, Rinning. Every man, woman, and child of Ishgard has heard the tale. It is rumored that my youngest lack of judgment was to blame. Of course, such stories are prone to exaggeration. What exactly came to pass? I see. That's the truth of it. Regardless of his intent, the result is undeniable. He has furthered the cause of the misguided few who cannot let go of the past. In an instant, the delicate peace we were poised to forge is once more beyond us. To dwell so deeply on the war and the vengeance it begets, only for that to be taken away. Is it any wonder that they were left bereft? For what was this sacrifice? Have we not to show for our suffering? I thought peace a sufficient salve, but mayhap I was mistaken. We are warriors, Lord Edmund. And ours is a nation built on centuries of warfare. Right or wrong, this is who we are, and we deny it at our peril. To hold on to the past without being beholden to it, we must needs find a way to honor the sacrifice of our forefathers without glorifying in their excesses. A difficult path to be sure, We dare not deny the scars which may mar our nation's souls, lest we spur other disillusioned souls to retrace them. But as you sang, we dare not revel in the past glories either, for they are tainted all. A clear, unambiguous enemy, and an undeniably righteous cause, is a bitter reflection, but lies though they were, they did long serve to unite us. No truth will ever serve as well, I fear, yet we are not without options. At our last meeting, a proposal was tabled by the other members of the Eorzean Alliance for joint military exercises to strengthen the ties between our nations and test our readiness to meet a common threat. I had thought to delay these exercises until after the peace conference, but mayhap a grand melee would be just the thing to lift our beleaguered spirits. Better still, an occasion for the Temple Knights and the Watch to take the field as allies, a unified Ishgardian force filled with men and women from all walks of life, which would stand against a coalition of the allied nations' finest. Hosted by Ishgard in the shadow of the Gates of Judgment, a victory under such circumstances would serve as a reaffirmation, nay, a declaration to all and sundry that we are as strong and as united as ever. Such a victory would do much to fan the flames of patriotism, it is true, but if we should be defeated, though even to hold our own against the cream of three nations might be presented as a triumph. Very well, you may count on my support for what little it is worth. However, I have a request. I would have my son, Amenelain, take part in the grand melee. By his deeds he has brought shame upon Ishgard, and so by his deeds I would have him bring our nation honor. As you wish, my lord. If that is his desire, then it shall be so. Now then, we have no time to lose. Renee, would you be so kind as to deliver my instructions to Lucia? I shall write to the Alliance leaders at once and begin making arrangements for the grand melee. Should you chance to see my son, pray inform him of his duty. If he has not already returned, he will soon enough. Make every effort to avoid me. Oh, he will soon enough, making every effort to avoid me. I mean, this is a pretty good idea. So that is their solution, a grand melee to unite the people. And what part would they have you play in this affair, I wonder? You whom have taken into their confidence, upon whom they have come so heavily to rely. And will you oblige them when the proposition is made? Will you stand for Ishgard once more? I will stand for my friends and comrades, not a nation. A poor choice of words. For friends tried and true, then. The living and the lost. So for this grand melee of his, Sir Emmerich wishes to field a force comprising both of his Temple Knights and Hilda's Watch, yes? I can only imagine what she'll have to say about that. In fact, curiosity compels me to go and see her for myself. Well met, Renee. Have you spoken with Sir Emmerich? I was aware of the Alliance's request, so Sir Emmerich would turn these exercises into a spectacle for the masses. It is not that I doubt the efficiency of such a plan. Indeed, I know its effectiveness only too well, having witnessed it firsthand. Nevertheless, he has not once given me reason to doubt his intentions, and these are desperate times indeed. I will select knights for the event forthwith. As for the watch... Did he now? How considerate of Master Thancred to seek out our young watch commander of his own volition. Alas, he acted prematurely, Pray deliver this list of watch candidates to Hilda. I would have her best men, not her most dispensable. Huh? I thought you had something to discuss with the first commander. Huzzah! We've been spoiling for a fight, and we won't let Sir Emmerich down. You'll see. Bloody fool doesn't realize we'll have to sit this one out. If all the watch ran off with Sir Emmerich to play a soldier, we'd be left to keep an eye on things here. Tancred's been telling me all about Sir Emmerich's grand soiree. Seems we're expected to join in. It's nice of him to invite us and all, but I hope he knows what he's doing, because we ain't dressed to dance with professional bleeding soldiers. Let's give this the letter. Well, seems the first commander's gone and handpicked her guest. Can't say I disagree with her choices, though. She's got a good eye. Will you be fighting too? Reckon to inspire the lads if you were. Might take their minds off getting their hides tanned and all. Think about it, eh? I hate to ask, but you haven't seen our favorite lordling, have you? I thought not. On the assumption that he is not to be found in his father's loving embrace, I suggest we split up and look for him. I'll search the foundation, and you the pillars. Well, I mean, he's usually by the croziering. So we'll go there first. Yeah. How we doing on time? Another 10 minutes or so. I carried Onawa to the manor. Our best Kyurgeons are tending to him as we speak. He has yet to wait, but surely he will. So father has volunteered me for this grand melee of theirs. My beloved family, always making decisions for me. No, it's not like that. It's just, you wouldn't understand. How could you? You're free to be the woman you want to be. Whereas I am the son of House Fortin, don't you see? My future was determined before I was born. What I could and could not do. Right or wrong, that was the way of it, until the old order began to crumble. Now we wander amidst the rabble, searching for a purpose, for a place. All around me, brave men and women rise to the occasion. With faith and conviction, they dedicate themselves to their causes, but not I. I was terrified of making the wrong choice, which is why I let better men make them for me. Do this, do that, take this duty, guard this conference. I suppose I convinced myself I was above it, until your friend showed me otherwise. When I saw Onawa, I wanted to scream. I wanted someone to blame, but in the end, there was only me. Only me. So you see, I cannot meekly bow my head and accept father's command. Such cowardice is what brought me to this point. I will go to Sir Emmerich, and I will make my own decision. At least he's finally standing up. I needed the Forgotten Knight. No. Found him, did you? No more excuses. This will be my choice and mine alone.
Lord Commander, if I may, I wish to speak with you before the Grand Melee.
Proceed.
How do you do it, my lord? How do you lead with such certainty, when so many of our countrymen will not hear of peace with the Dravanians? Some of them hate you almost as much as the dragons themselves. They decry you as a patricide in the streets. They even tried to kill you, for God's sakes. Yet still you march on, undaunted, where no archbishop dared to tread. What is your secret? Where do you find the strength?
For centuries, our nation has been punished for the sins of our forefathers. If our punishment is to end, I believe we must right the wrongs of antiquity and move forward as a nation united. Needless to say, my father did not share this opinion. He did not believe the people strong enough to bring about their own deliverance, trusting only in himself. Tyranny seemed to him the only solution. But I have faith in the people, Lord Amanalain. I have faith that they will weather this storm and overcome every trial we set before them. Many have fought and died to see this blight upon our nation's history cleansed, and I would not let their sacrifices be in vain. Though we invite reprisals, the risk is worth the reward.
I want to believe. I do. Lord Commander, through my careless orders, a pall has been cast over these proceedings, and I beg the opportunity to make amends. I, Amanalain de Forton, do hereby request leave to take part in the Grand Melee.
Finally did it.
Who am I to deny such a heartfelt plea? We would be honored to have you join the fray, my lord.
You will take charge of the Ishgardian forces.
For all my other responsibilities, I am still Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and I would not soon yield this duty to another.
The esteemed Sir Emeric leading the Temple Knights and the Watch into battle along with my youngest. I could wish for no more.
Then you wish for too little, my lord. There is another who might yet join the fray. An indispensable ally to whom we owe much and more.
And there it is.
An adventurer beholden to none, who nevertheless chose to champion our cause, who has shared in our suffering and in our glory. A warrior without equal, who I am privileged to call a friend. There is no one I would rather have fighting by my side. I ask this in full knowledge of your obligations, and will not think less of you should you refuse. But if your conscience will allow it, might you oblige me, my friend, one more time?
Like I knew this was gonna happen. I will fight with my friends.
Together we shall give the people a spectacle for the ages. A celebration to mark the dawning of a new era.
Yeah. Oh, you just had that cutscene? You sent me a I see, Alvin. But I think we're at the point where to go forward, well, I could probably complete this quest. God's help me, I think I might be in love. I dare say I might be cheating too. Your mere presence is enough to turn the tide of most battles. And did you see the way his eyes lit up when you nodded? It was a look of boundless relief and joy. I would think a politician more practiced at concealing his emotion. Still, his honesty does him credit. For a moment, I was fair inspired to pledge myself to the cause, but that would be improper. This is their fight, and yours, but not mine. Let's take the gloves. The monk weapons. Alright. But, yeah, I'm gonna save the Grand Melee for next time. Because I only have, like, 10 minutes left before I'd have to end stream. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hold off on doing the Grand Melee until next stream. Made a lot of progress today. A whole lot of progress. And I'm really excited to take part in this Grand Melee. It sounds really cool. But yeah, Elder, you were semi-AFK. There was a lot going on. A whole lot of stuff going on. Yeah, were you around for the stuff with Minfilia? Where she became the Word of Hydaelyn and then disappeared? And they told us about the reflections? The 13 reflections, the source, the calamities, the 7 times Hydaelyn failed. That Zodiark is imprisoned on the moon. There was a lot. There was a big lore dump. But yeah. We covered a lot of ground today. And we are apparently right outside of doing a Grand Melee, which I'm assuming is going to be a solo duty. And I definitely don't have time to do it before I need to end stream. So, oh, let's see. You know of it, but I wasn't here. Aw. So yeah, let us go ahead and call it here. I want to thank everyone for coming and hanging out. I hope you'll have a wonderful day. And yeah, as always, if you enjoyed the stream, please consider leaving a like. If you want to be notified about future streams, please consider subscribing. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye now.